get questions on how I told my family that I reverted to Islam. I feel like I'm talking quite quietly because I live with them. Here's my insight on that. It's not easy, and every family will be different, absolutely. But I feel like families will usually have an emotional reaction based on their culture, which might be different, and what they are used to and what they've been exposed to their whole life. And if they're older, it's hard for them to change their mindset because they've had a certain mindset for so long. I know from my point of view, the way I was going to win over my family members and people I told, letting them see the pragmatic side of it. So actually, tangibly, what does this mean? Logically, how will you change? We love you so much, you're our daughter. How are you going to change? How will you look different, be different? So actually, I left it a bit of time after I took my Shahada so that I could know a little bit more as to what it meant for me. And then those questions that they have, which are, how are you going to change? Are you going to dress differently? Are you going to look differently? You know, what does this actually mean? Which can dispel some of their emotional knee-jerk reactions and hopefully lessen that emotional panic response. Those things I can actually answer because I actually know it a bit more. And yes, in 6 months you're not going to know it completely, but you can hopefully answer those questions more than how you can and the amount that you can a day or two after. So I started telling people months after, really, so that I could figure out my journey before anyone else's, because ultimately it starts with me right here. So I think that's the best way to go about it, because then you can reassure them, well, you know, you're a bit skeptical, uncertain, anxious about how this is going to change your beloved daughter, friend, etc. Well, actually, I've been Muslim this whole time, and this is me now. So if you like me right now for all that I am, then you like the repercussions of this decision. Especially, another top tip, if you can show the positives of living life in line with Islam without mentioning that it's Islam. For example, I know that my parents have loved that I don't drink anymore, don't party. They don't see me as reckless, they see me as responsible, mature, with intuitive judgment. So they love that before they know it's Islam. So they're already actually falling in love with the way I'm living, not knowing how it aligns with religion. So covertly they are more on board, and it helps to sell it in a sense. So if you can start to show what Islam means and show kindness and be charitable and visit the sick, visit the elderly, be more responsible with your actions, disciplined, etc., I feel like you're already halfway there. But it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Trust me, I know it's not easy. But there you go. Those are my thoughts.